What's up, guys? Here we are, episode 2 of Sunday's First Club in Santa Clarita, California, and we're at the Sanctuary Animal Assisted Therapy Farm. And I bet you're wondering why I'm in this pig costume. I'll tell you shortly. Let's do this. All right, you all. So I bet you're wondering what we're talking about this episode. And we're talking about Karuna, which simply translates to compassion. Last episode, we talked about bodhicitta, the reducing of the suffering of all sentient beings everywhere. That's the what. Now this episode, compassion is the how. We reduce people's suffering by showing them compassion. You know, Webster, the dictionary, describes compassion as sympathy and understanding of another person's pain or suffering. And the Buddha, though, he takes it a step further, as he always does. He says compassion is the quivering of the heart when one sees an individual suffering and must act, right? So that's what we're gonna learn about today. We're at this animal farm, and my friend Alona, she rescues animals who come from a really hard background. And they come here for healing. And from there, they become therapists. Isn't that wild? They become therapists. And then they help other people who come here for healing, other people who come from hard backgrounds. It's a really beautiful place. So we're gonna get to meet a bunch of animals today. We're gonna get to play with them, feed them, and we're gonna meet Alona. So let's do that now, and I'll meet you out there. But before I go, you get to watch me get up really awkwardly as a pig, so that's fun, that's great. You can laugh now. Cue the laughter. All right, see you guys in a minute. What's up, y'all? So I'm here with Alona Yorkshire, and we're at the Sanctuary Animal Assisted Therapy Farm. She's gonna talk to us a little bit about what she does here and how these animals help other people. So, Alona, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So yeah, Alona Yorkshire, this is the Sanctuary Animal Assisted Therapy. So we rescue animals and then we have them help us do therapy for mostly individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. We also do things with kids and teenagers, you know, other people who want to be involved with animals in this way. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Lots of other activities.
You rescue these animals, right? So can you tell us a little about like from where you get them, you rescue them, and then how they're then used to help other people?
Sure. All the animals come from either phone calls we get from the website or vet referrals and word of mouth. So every single animal either came from a background of abuse, was going to be food, such as the turkeys or the lambs, and then our dogs, you know, some of them were strays at the pound. So a variety of different places.
And I noticed here, and this is just partly a shameless plug, that you offer yoga on some days as like a healing therapy. How do you think that helps people?
So the modality of yoga that's typically used in therapy is mindfulness. And so by being able to really be in the moment with what's around you and be in tune with what is inside versus all the stuff that's going on around us is extremely healing. Being around animals really helps us sort of slow down and be there with them.
You dropped the truth bomb last time we talked, and you said studies have shown this before, that being compassionate helps to bring you out of sometimes the moods we may get in or the sadnesses we may find. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I loved that.
One of the top findings on happiness is that in order to get out of a mood or out of depression or anxiety, the number one most helpful thing is to be kind to someone else or to find a way to help someone else. And of course, helping animals is much more accessible to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a bombs dropped. I mean, we could just end the episode there.
You know, when you walk into the barnyard and you're upset, actually the first animals that will come up to you are the turkeys, and they will just immediately know that you're upset and sort of huddle around you. They just immediately know what you're feeling. So different animals have those different powers. Studies have also shown that just the presence of an animal will facilitate the person opening it up in half the time that it would typically through sessions.
Super cool. Well, I know you have a turkey here. I see a lot of other animals in the background. I'm sure we're excited to meet them. So let's head out and let's meet our friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
The turkeys were Thanksgiving turkeys from about 4 years ago.
They have very interesting names I saw. What are their names?
So the children that year started crying, and they were like, please, don't bake them. And we said, well, what other kinds of foods can we have, on Thanksgiving that aren't turkey? And so the kids named them gravy, cranberry, and stuffing. So Poppy's the matriarch of the barnyard. She has to approve all newcomers.
Am I approved?
So she's the oldest. She's a grandma.
She's very calm. I was like, I'm very calm right now. Like, filming can be nerve-wracking at times, and I'm already calmer.
On the table over there
On the table.
is Svetla. She's her biological granddaughter, actually.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. And I know you also have another protector here, who you mentioned earlier, who protects people against coyotes.
Dandy.
Dandy,
our donkey. Dandy actually protects all the animals here every single night from coyotes.
Everyone's just chilling. I love this.
This is Chili, and somewhere is his friend Falcon. And they actually came from another sanctuary that closed down. That's Carrot and his sister's Radish. And then Board.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
Carrot. Carrot is the friendliest.
She's so cute. Mo.
So this is Mo. He's 35 years old.
What?
He's a Russian desert tortoise.
Hi, Mo. Wow, this shell is crazy. So I think it's really cool that you all service 300 people a day. So, I mean, I know that's a lot of work, but I'm sure there's some funny moments in there. So what's like the funniest thing you've ever seen one of the animals do?
The horses have actually pulled someone's pants down before.
All right, well, so we might get pants today, because here we are, we're about to meet the horses.
So this brown horse next to me is Cheyenne, and she actually came with Juno, which is the sheep standing right over there. So Cheyenne is deaf, and Juno is blind, and so they actually can't really do much without each other.
That's super awesome. That's like Karuna. That's compassion right there. It's just that, they're looking out for each other and helping each other despite having both these different issues they're dealing with.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, who's this?
Shanti actually means peace.
Yeah, we say that a lot in yoga, Om Shanti.
Yeah. The horses especially are very in tune with people's feelings, and so most research on animal-assisted therapy is with equines, so with horses.
So thank you so much for showing us all these animals and therapists. Let's call them therapists. Thank you for showing us all these therapists. If you all are in the Santa Clarita area, they do volunteer days once a month. They're gonna be posted on her website, so that's in the description, so please check it out. Also donate. They have a donation tab on their website. Please help them out. As you can see, they're doing beautiful stuff here. We got you this bouquet because we just figured you would like flowers. Oh, Shanti likes flowers as well. And then, Alona told us about this great book that you all can also check out. It's called Animal Assisted Therapy. And when we came, she couldn't find her copy, so we got you a copy. So thank you again.
Thank you so much.
So now, if you guys would like, we're gonna move and do some yoga in honor and inspired by our animal friends we met today. So I'll meet you on your mats and let's move. You are. Oh, look who's back. All right, everyone. So today we're just gonna start easy pose, crossing our legs. And let me explain this. We're gonna be doing heart openers today, because that's what I think of when I think of compassion, leading with your heart. So today we're gonna do a lot of heart opening movements. So for the first ones, inhale the arms up, look up, reach up, exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, and then pull the arms back, inhale the chest up, exhale, relax. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pull the arms back, peel the chest up, keeping the ribs in, exhale, relax. Nice. Now inhale the arms back up, reach for the clouds, and then exhale, drop the right elbow underneath the left elbow and wrap the arms. Maybe the palms come to touch. This is called eagle wrap. You're gonna pull the arms off the chest and then inhale, pull the arms up, heart follows. Exhale, lower back down. Maybe you close the eyes as you do this. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower back down. Now let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left elbow under right, and then clasp the hands if you can. Inhale, pull the arms up, peeling the chest up, keeping the ribs in. Exhale, lower down. One more time on this side. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, the arms back down. Nice. Now let's come into a tabletop. So we're gonna make sure while we're in this tabletop, our hips are over our knees, our shoulders are over our wrists, and our knees are about hip-width distance apart, usually 2 fists, right? So now we're gonna take some cat-cows in honor of our farm friends, all right? So inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest forward for cow. Exhale, push the ground away, rounding the spine, drawing the tailbone down, cat. Inhale for cow. Maybe this time you moo. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. Exhale for cat. There we go. One more time. Inhale for cow. Moo. I'm kidding again. I'm joking. For cow. Exhale for cat. Beautiful. Now I just want you to come up onto your knees and just step your right foot forward. All right? And what I want you to do here is draw your right heel towards your left knee, left heel towards your right heel, but just not moving them. It's called isometrically dragging so that your hips are squared and your legs are active. Inhale, lift the arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, maybe you go a little deeper in the hips. All right, inhale here. And then exhale, twist open to the right. Drawing the right hand behind you, maybe you look at it, left hand in front. Inhale. Exhale, some of us will untuck the back toe and lift the knee off the ground, breathing here for one breath. Inhale. And then exhale, lower the knee down, plant the hands, and push the hips back, pointing the toes up toward the sky. This is called half Hanuman, or half splits. Inhale. Exhale, bend in. Keep pulling the right hip back. Hanuman was the monkey god, and he was a very compassionate person. I'm gonna explain the story to you on the other side. So inhale, let's move forward, back to Anjaneyasana, arms go up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. All right, now inhale, bring the left foot forward, activate, hips squared, arms up. Anjaneyasana, exhale, go deeper. Inhale here, keeping the ribs tucked in. Exhale, open up to the left-hand side. Left arm back, maybe you look at it, right arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe some of us press up out of the ground, knee off the floor. Breathing here, one breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knee down and go into your half Hanuman. So the left foot can kind of push forward if you needed to, drawing the left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward over the knee. So Hanuman jumped from the southern tip of India, this is how the story goes, to Sri Lanka, because his friend's wife was held captive. He went there and saved her life. So this is why it's a split, because he jumped so freaking far. Inhale, back to Anjaneya. And then exhale, lower the hands to the ground, step back, push the hips up and back for downward dog. So isn't that great? Hanuman wasn't considering himself, but managed to save his friend's wife. That's compassion. So for down dog, your hips are up and back, heels drawing towards the ground, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale here, then exhale, tippy toe to the top of your mat. Bend the knees, and then inhale, exhale, slowly roll up, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae, one at a time. Nice. Now we're gonna do sun salutation A. And I promise you one day I'll show you B. I know we've done A twice now. Inhale, lift the arms up. Maybe they touch at the top. Exhale, fold forward, more weight in the front of the feet. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Hands can come to shins or the mat. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. I'm gonna step back. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. I'm gonna do knees, chest, chin to show you guys. And then inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Untuck the toes, peel the chest off the ground, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take one full inhale here. Exhale. All right, one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. I'm gonna hop this time. Nice, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, reach for the stars. Exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. All right, now we're gonna flow. So inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra, or I'm doing upward facing dog now. Knees, thighs off the ground, chest peeling forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as we flow, I want you to devote this to someone you want to show some compassion to. Hold them in your heart space as you move, okay? All right, let's inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot to the right thumb tip, drop the back foot, but leave it at a 45-degree angle towards the top left of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Trying to square the hips. But sometimes this may hurt some people's knees just because of how our body's set up. And you know my number one rule, if it hurts, don't do it. All right, inhale again. And then exhale, clasp your hands behind your back and fold forward. Your chest and your belly are all not on your thighs, but drawing towards the ground, and your head is trying to reach your foot. Humble warrior. Drawing the hip in though, the right hip, keep pulling it to the left. And then inhale back up, back to warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. And then pull the chest through for cobra, upward. And then exhale, downward. All right, let's do the other side. What we do to one side, we always do to the other. So inhale, lift the arms up. Or the leg up, sorry. Exhale, left foot to left thumb tip. Drop the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rising up, warrior one. Hips squared if it doesn't cause any pain. And then exhale, hands clasped behind the back. Lean forward for humble warrior. Humble warrior is cool too because it takes a lot of strength to be humble, as you can tell from this pose. And I feel like compassion takes a lot of humbleness as well. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Nice. Now take an inhale here. And then exhale, just come slowly down onto the knees and swing the legs out in front of you. And then when you're here, have your feet as if they're pressing up against a wall. Whew, I'm out of breath, y'all. And then just slide the flesh from underneath your sit bones so you get a more even seat. And inhale, tall spine, reaching up. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Maybe some of us will have our knees slightly bent. And then reach for the outsides of your feet or your ankles, whatever's accessible. Inhale, exhale, fold deeper. We're here for 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Full exhale, maybe you go deeper. Then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands behind you, fingers facing toes. Plant your feet on the ground. And inhale, lift your hips. Reverse tabletop. Breathing here, maybe your head goes back a little. Activating the glutes, the thighs. Really expressing the heart towards the sky. One more full inhale. Exhale, gently and slowly lower down. Now, in our last video, we were in a boat. So let's pay honor to that and do one of the hardest freaking poses out there, boat pose. So I want you to lift your legs up. You can do a 90-degree angle, hands up, palms facing towards the sky. Or you can just take it a step further and straighten, as you can see, I'm struggling, guys, straighten the legs. And we're gonna be here for 7 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Maybe here's where you concentrate on that person you want to send compassion to. Keeping the heart proud and tall and expressing towards the sky. Just 3 more breaths. It's always fun to see the teacher struggle as well, huh? So they're like, gotcha. All right, inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower down. I'm just gonna readjust. Nice. And now while you're here, I want you to inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Catching it, feel that stretch. And then exhale, slide the hips slightly over to the right, and then pull the knee over to the left, twisting open. Your right arm's gonna be down on the ground, right shoulder as well, and breathing here. If your right shoulder's off the ground, ease off the twist a bit, bring the knee up, and it'll help you get your shoulder down. Shoulder down is most important. Breathing here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale the leg out. Inhale the left leg in. Exhale, bring the hips a little over to the left, and then twist to your right, opening up. All right, making sure our shoulders down, looking over to our left hand, breathing here. All right, on your next inhale, bring the knee back into the chest, and then exhale, lay the knee out. We done did it. Now let's set up for Shavasana. So spread the legs as wide as the mat, or even a little wider than your mat. Have your hands by your sides, palms facing up. Get comfortable. Inhale here. Hold at the top, then take another sip in and hold. Think of that person you were sending compassion to. Exhale with sound out of the mouth. Letting everything go. Relaxing and just sitting. Shavasana. Alrighty, friends, Shavasana is never long enough, is it? Inhale, taking a deep breath into the lungs. Maybe you begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Exhaling, just inviting deeper breaths back into the body. And I want you just to roll over onto your left side this time. Last video, we got to do left or right. This time we're gonna do left. That's our lunar side, connected to the softer, more compassionate side of our life. And just gently press up, eyes still closed, and find an easy cross-leg position, kind of like we did at the beginning of class, or exactly like we did. And hands resting on your knees, straight spine, inhale. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands into heart space, bowing your head in, thanking yourself for practicing today, thanking those who practice with you, and thanking this new and beautiful community we're starting to build. Bowing in, namaste. And before you all head out, I just want to say a couple more things on compassion. There's a Buddhist monk, and he describes compassion as this, that there's no difference between us and the other, right? And he says in compassion, we give so much, but ask for nothing in return, not even gratitude. And we saw some beautiful examples of that today that can help us demonstrate this in our life. Hanuman, we talked about Hanuman today. He jumped from the southern tip of India all the way to Sri Lanka to save his friend's wife. That had nothing to do with him, but he knew it was the right thing to do. It was the compassionate thing to do. We also saw the sheep and the horse today, the deaf horse and the blind sheep, right? Those are two companions who do so much for each other, so much so that they can't be separate, and yet they ask for nothing in return from each other. And probably the best example we saw today was Alona, right? Alona, who created this space, healing so many animals and people along the way. And I'm sure this is a very hard and thankless job, but yet she does it. That's compassion. And you're not alone in this journey. I think I can always demonstrate more compassion in my life, so I'm walking this journey with you. And if you can, and if you're able, please go to the description and find her website down there and donate, because we need so many more places like this on earth. So let's support the ones that already exist, and we know she'll take it from there. So thank you all for coming to episode 2, and we'll see you next month for episode 3, and we have something really, really cool planned for December. I cannot wait to show you what I have to. So see you all next time. What's one moment in your life you remember where you received some compassion, since you're such a giver of compassion?
I grew up without a family, and I think that every day, so many people, really help here. The first year that the sanctuary opened, it was really hard because it was just me and the kids and the animals, and I thought many times that we would have to, shut down. And little by little, everyone around me stepped up, and new people came and stepped up, and old friends stepped up, and it really does take a village. And I'm very, very humbled by everyone who's around me. I believe that it's all a greater act of compassion. So
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful answer.